hear me?
Yeah.
All right.
Yeah.
All right, go ahead. I guess you're waiting on me. Tough game. Those guys, got to give them credit. They played their tail off. They made a lot more shots than they normally do and didn't miss any free throws hardly. Obviously we need to work on it. Hurt not being able to have Ann logged in whole ball game. He never got into a really good rhythm with foul problems. I had to save him the whole first half, and everything else is kind of we didn't have that energy that we've had. You can say we've been away from home 7 out of the last 8 days, right during final week. Andy didn't practice. There's a lot of reasons, but that turned into alibis, and I don't want to do that. I think you have to understand that that's the way it is, but we got to fight through it. And I think they will. We'll go home, take tomorrow off, rest. Got a big game with Toledo, who's always been a tough matchup at home. Got a new playing surface, and these kids will be fired up. We'll give them a little bit of rest. Hopefully we'll have our first step back, but you can tell we shot 6 of 26 and from threes, and that's tired. That's tired legs.
Coach, how much did
part of that? Oh, sorry, Luke. You want to
no,
go?
you're good. Yeah, I'll go ahead. Hey, Coach, how much did having Micah on the bench change the approach to the game for you guys?
I thought it changed quite a bit, although, right at the end of the half, Gorin gave us about 3 or 4 good minutes. That's something we can work on, but he's a big part of what we do. And obviously what he played 16 minutes. He's got to play 25 to 30, and that's not enough. And we had some times right there at the end of the half. We were up 5, I think, and then we gave 2 easy threes, go down 1 going in. And those were mental mistakes. That wasn't what they did. That was us. And you can't afford that if you're going to be a championship team. And you run into teams that gearing up for you. They had been at Arkansas and had played them down to the nub. It was they were ahead at half. I think it was like a 2 or 3 point game with about 4 or 5 minutes to go. End up beating them 6 or 7, but that was at Arkansas. So, this is a ball club that he's done a good job, and we didn't have all of our mustard. Can't do that. That's not a success story.
Coach, was that Micah who went? It looked like he hit his tailbone. Was that him?
Yeah,
right?
that was him.
Is he okay though?
Yeah, he's fine. I mean, he played the rest of the game. He'll probably be sore tomorrow, but there's nothing broken. We didn't seen it. I thought he had a good block there. I kind of changed the momentum of the game. They called foul. That changed the momentum down there. He just never seemed to be able to get going. Now they had 2 physical guys, but still he's managed that all year and done well with it. So, what it was is that, it's hard to go undefeated in basketball. You're playing 3 games in 6 days. You're on the road. The other days, that's 7 out of 8 days you're on the road, middle of finals. We were kind of a little bit brain dead doing a few things, but hopefully it didn't go brain dead on the finals and their grades, although we got reported we were I think a 2.98, very close to a 3.0 team average. So our kids take that serious, and that takes up a lot of energy too during the week.
Coach, you mentioned the 3-point shooting, and I don't think Cam hit one until that second half. Just how frustrating is it when those shots aren't falling, especially from a guy that's, you guys all kind of count on to hit those threes?
Well, I mean, it's frustrating for him. It's frustrating for us. But, he's a career 40% shooter. He's won 2 or 3 games with big threes and big times. You can't, if everybody can tell me when he's going to miss it, I'll tell him not to shoot it. But, you never know whether he's going to make it or miss it. So shooters shoot. That's what he does. That's what he came for. We got to live and die with a little bit. And I think we'll live with it more than we'll die from.
Coach, you describe this as one of those rock fight games where, you have a few of them every year, and sometimes, you lose that fight, but maybe when you're in another one like this, it'll help you January, February, and even into March.
I agree, but again, it's a lot easier to teach out of wins than it is losses. So we're going to have to look at what we did. There are some real mistakes we made. We We didn't really pass the ball back, come off of it well, off picks. They down like we used to, and we used to pass and go back off of it. And we didn't seem to be able to get anything off of that. Had some layups that we made. Obina is in some real tough classes, and he's one of 6. Had a layup that he missed. Sometimes it's going to happen, and they played well. I can say all I want. Man, they hit some big shots, tough shots. They were quick and they were deep, and they rebounded hard and went to the rim. They had 2 big kids in there doing it. So, you can't just say it's all what we did. A lot of it is what they did, but we can be better, and we can take it away from them. And I think we can, once we got that momentum in the first half, we hadn't released it, I think we'd been in a lot better shape going home.
Coach, UNCG got their biggest lead with about 5 minutes left in the half. You called a timeout pretty quick. Just what did you say to the guys in that moment?
Well, that we play through games. We're going to test the resolve and not quitting, making sure that they play through games, and we're going to play to the bell rings or the buzzer goes off. We were going to trap, talked about trapping, and we were going to foul number 3, but he 60% shooter stepped up and made 1 out of 2, I believe. But we're going to foul him, try to get the first trap, see if we can steal it, and then foul. We did pretty good executing that. Again, shots didn't go down, and you're rushing down the floor. If you pull one out like that, it's probably 1 out of 10 games. So that's why you play hard all the way through, because it might be the one. And but tonight, not so.
Coach, on a positive note, we haven't talked to you since Tavion was announced as Player of the Week once again in the Sun Belt. Another good performance from him. Just can he progress any further? It seems like every game he's getting better and better. You probably might have a different evaluation, but he seems like he's getting better and better.
No, I have the same evaluation, and he's playing with a lot of poise, and he's picking these spots really well. And you run a line of 10 of 18, 1 of 2 from threes. His free throw can be better, but he's been shooting about a 78, 79% clip. He's got 4 rebounds. He's got only fouled 3 times, 6 assists, 3-1 in assists, 6-2. Got a steal, got a block shot. I don't know what else you want from him. He did his job. So we got to make sure that everybody else is on board. He'll continue to do that. He's a fine young man. He represents Marshall well. Great, very. Is that it? At about 3 in the morning, we'll be back.